This is a place where we both started, a place where we both cut our teeth. Well, tonight, hero, it ends. You've been a thorn in my side for far too long, sunshine. Tonight, right here, full cage, I'm going to be just as unforgiving and just as brutal as this is. I just got back from Tokyo, defended this belt against Go Shiozaki. I'm still the champion, sunshine. A lot of people said I couldn't do it. A lot of people said I'm not going to do it. The only person I need to listen to is right here, Nigel McGuinness. Tonight, the rest of your wankers are going to be locked outside. You're going to be locked in here with me, hero. There's no way that you're beating me and taking this belt. Tonight is the start of my legacy. Tonight is the start of Nigel McGuinness in it to win it. Ring of Honor World Champion.
I'm thrilled. I'm ecstatic. Because tonight, the destiny is realized. After months of waiting, what's been due to us, Sweet and Sour Incorporated, is finally realized in the cage match tonight, when Chris Hero takes the ROH World title. And in line with the standard of excellence that describes all that Sweet and Sour Incorporated is, the best fitness trainer in the world today, Mr. Tank Tolan, has prepared some top-notch exercises what you've been training with a soon-to-be champion. Come on. You're a hero. You're a champion. You're a superior athlete. You know what? When Superman goes to bed, he wears Chris Hero pajamas. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, come on. You got this. That's right, Daddy. Look at that, baby. Look at that. That's phenomenal. What did you say? Sorry, is that you talking? Who's the trainer here? I'm the trainer here, not you. That's the superior athlete and you're the fat lord. I talk, you shut up, he trains. That's the way it is. We are in Dayton, Ohio. I'm familiar with Dayton, Ohio. This is where Chris Hero came from. That's where the supreme excellence that is my being was born. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, Dempsey? Get away from me. Get away from me. You see, the survivor of the fittest here in Ring of Honor has his sights on the world title. The title that should be around my waist, Chris Hero's waist. I got robbed in Philly, but tonight it's going down in Dayton. New world champion, Chris Hero. Chris is awesome. Being accompanied by Larry Sweetie, Tank Tolan, Sarah Del Rey, and Bobby Dempsey from Metropolis, weighing 240 pounds, Chris Hero.
Championship on the line. Nigel McGuinness defends against Chris Hero inside of the steel cage.
Chris Hero wasting no time attacking the champ right at the opening here. Has him in the corner. Shoulder block to the midsection and a back fist.
Going to work on the chest of Nigel McGuinness. This match can be won by pinfall, submission, or by escaping the cage. And that looks like what Chris Hero is trying to do. Either climbing over the top or going through the door. Both feet must touch the floor in order to win by escape.
And Hero tried to get the jump on McGuinness and climb over the top, but a little bit too early to try and escape the cage when you haven't had your opponent worn down yet.
One thing that is automatically taken out of the arsenal of Nigel McGuinness due to this being a steel cage match is the jawbreaker lariat. No way to really rebound off the ropes with the cage right there on the apron. Duck of the clothesline and a back fist from Hero once again, this time in the center of the ring. Boot to the midsection.
You see the entire entourage of Chris Hero on the outside. Sweet and Sour Incorporated, Larry Sweetie, Sarah Del Rey, Tank Tolan, and Bobby Dempsey.
Hero back to his feet, goes for the cover, but Nigel able to get his shoulder up very quickly. Both Hero and McGuinness grew up in this general region of the country early in their wrestling career, and there's no better place for this world title matchup between McGuinness and Hero to be taking place than right here in the state of Ohio.
Nigel very disappointed the last time here. He was not able to defend the ROH world title. He was out of action due to that torn bicep and trying to get out of the door right now. But Hero from behind saw him and put a stop to it.
The cage door closes once again. You really need to have your opponent worn down if you're going to try to escape the cage, either climb over the top or go through the door. You got to think that Larry Sweeney and all of Sweet and Sour Incorporated at ringside are going to do their best to make sure that that cage door is not held wide open for Nigel McGuinness to crawl through and touch the floor.
Hero in control, drags the champ back to his feet. Stomping away on the foot. And again, looked like he was measuring for a punch, and instead, stomping on the top of the foot, slap to the face. Hero off the ropes. A little too hard off the ropes.
He hit his head on the cage. Lariat from McGuinness.
He's hit his head on the canvas as well. And now McGuinness is going to try to climb out.
Does he have Chris Hero down and stunned enough to be able to escape the cage? Hero back to his feet, grabs hold of the leg of McGuinness. Trying to keep hold of that one leg.
And avoid the other one as he tries to kick him in the face.
Clubs down across the back of Nigel. Shot from Chris Hero. Larry Sweeney very pleased at ringside. Into the side headlock goes Chris Hero. You're going to wear Nigel down. That's what you got to do if you want to win this match by escape. Chris Hero hit that Hero's Welcome on Nigel McGuinness, not only last time here in Dayton, but in Chicago as well. Hero with the shoulder tackle.
Ran up the ropes and caught Nigel charging in the corner. A very confident Chris Hero once again. Turned his back on McGuinness, went for the hip toss, blocked. The hip toss from Hero. It was all Chris Hero in the early going, and Larry Sweeney do a little strut on the outside.
But Nigel, with the arm of Hero, tosses him down to the canvas and controlling that arm.
Trying to go for that arm submission. Hero crawled to the ropes to try and force the break.
But the ropes can't save you inside of the steel cage. He's going to do as much damage to that arm as possible here. And there's nothing that Larry Sweeney can do to jump in and try to save his max. He's got the steel between himself and Chris Hero and Nigel McGuinness. The cage door opens. And once again, Hero trying to crawl out. The door closes. Nigel now trying to crawl out.
Sweeney's blocking him. He stopped Nigel from climbing through the door.
Hero now trying to climb out. And again, Sweeney encouraging this time Chris Hero to crawl out to the floor, touch the floor with both feet, and win this match. But Nigel's got a hold of Hero. And the cage door closes once again. Yeah, every time Nigel's going to try to go through that door, Larry Larry Sweeney and Sweet and Sour Incorporated is going to try to put a stop to it.
Belly to back suplex from McGuinness. Both men down, and Nigel trying to regain his bearings here. Back to his feet. He'll try and climb the opposite side. The Hero from behind.
He knows climbing, trying to go through the door isn't going to be the way that he's going to win this match with Larry Sweeney at ringside. He's going to have to climb over the top to touch the floor. But Chris Hero now has Nigel a little bit stunned. He's going to try to climb over the top himself, but Nigel's got his foot.
Hero had one leg over the top. He was very close. If he could have thrown his body weight, may have had a shot to escape, but Nigel from behind grabbed hold of the foot, dragged him off the top of the cage, shot to the back. One to the midsection.
Sunset flip by Hero. 2.5. Just waiting for the right moment here.
It's the only thing you have to be careful of. Don't be so focused about escaping the cage that you leave yourself open to a pinfall or submission attempt by your opponent.
Into the cravat goes Chris Hero. Smile on his face as he looks to wear Nigel down. All in the quest of just keeping him down on the canvas and incapacitated so that Hero can escape. But Nigel firing away.
Uppercuts and chops. For another uppercut blocked. Ducks to lariat, waistlock. Nigel into the corner, roll up by Hero. Shoulders down, only gets 2. Hero quickly to the second.
And a blockbuster out of the corner by Chris Hero. Goes for the cover now. Nigel able to get his shoulder up off the canvas.
Relaxed cover by Hero, just kind of laid across the chest. Nigel able to get the shoulder up. Hero in control. Realizes McGuinness is down. He's going to try and climb out.
But Nigel getting back to his feet. Trying to put a stop to Chris Hero climbing over the top of the cage.
Nigel climbing up with him.
Elbow now from Chris Hero, and again. Knocks Nigel down.
Hero on the top. 1 foot on top of the cage, and again Nigel grabs hold of the foot and drags him back down.
Nigel with the second rope, he goes. Hero trying to free himself from this position with elbows. But shots to the back from McGuinness.
Belly to back superplex from McGuinness. Both men down.
Nigel successfully preventing Chris Hero from climbing over the top of the cage. And both men are down and feeling the effects following that maneuver. Todd Sinclair administering a double count.
Sweeney whispering encouragement to Hero from the outside. McGuinness to a knee. Nigel may have a shot here to escape, but instead wants to turn and dish out a little more punishment.
He's got to make sure that Chris Hero can't get back up to put a stop to his escape attempt. Hero into the corner. Kick to the back and then down across the chest with the arm. Nigel going for the cover. Hero kicks out.
He hooked that leg very deeply, got all the weight rolled onto the chest of Hero, but couldn't hold him down for that third count.
And it looks like Nigel may have tweaked that knee a little bit. Hard to put a lot of weight on it. Hopefully that won't become a factor in this match, but he's going to try to escape the cage. Trying to pull himself up. Hero's back to his feet. And connects with a dropkick right to that leg.
Nigel hung up with that knee, draped over the top rope, in between the ropes and the cage. And another drop kick from Hero to the side of the knee.
Well, if he's got that bad knee, that could prevent Nigel from being able to climb over the top to potentially escape. The cage door opens. Chris Hero crawling toward the door.
Very close to getting out. Hanging onto the ropes to try and pull himself free from McGuinness, who's hanging onto the feet of Chris Hero.
Trying to do whatever he can to stop Hero from going through the door.
Hero going to the eyes. Just ripping at the face of McGuinness.
lot of pressure put on the back of Nigel while he's pulling up on the face. With hold of the leg of Nigel McGuinness. Going to work on it. He sees that as the weakness in McGuinness here. He's going to target that body part. And if he can take out the legs of McGuinness, that could give Chris Hero a big opportunity to escape this cage, win the match, and win the ROH World Championship.
Nigel trying to keep that leg away from Hero at all costs right now. But Hero relentless, stomping on the ankle. He's going out of the cage. He's very close.
Nigel's got his foot though, trying to prevent Chris Hero from escaping the cage and heading out to the floor.
Hero halfway out the door, but both feet have to touch the floor. And Nigel able to drag him back in. And now Nigel's going to try and escape.
Hero trying to keep hold of Nigel's leg to prevent the champ from going out. Still with hold of Nigel McGuinness' leg, pulls him away from that cage door. And now Hero tying up both of Nigel's legs, trying to do more damage to the knee of McGuinness as the cage door is closed once again. And the pain of the maneuver forcing the shoulders of McGuinness to be against the canvas.
An extra added boost for Hero hanging on the ropes there. Tremendous strain put on the ligaments and the tendons of both knees of McGuinness right there.
Come on, Danny.
Stepping over. Bridging back all the weight, crashing down.
Nigel's shoulders against the canvas for a count of 2. Still doing more damage to the legs of McGuinness.
Just trying to hyperextend the knee of Nigel McGuinness. Doing everything he can to keep that right leg away from Hero. Just drives the ankle down to the canvas.
And does he have Nigel incapacitated enough for Chris Hero to climb over the top of the cage and get to the floor to win the ROH World title? Nigel's back up and he's got hold of Hero's leg again.
Hero's got one leg over the top, but Nigel hanging on.
Trying to stop Chris Hero, who's kicking away on McGuinness now. Hero goes crashing down.
Nigel struggling. I don't know if he's going to be able to climb up with that bad knee. Hero quickly puts a stop to it.
But if he can't climb the cage, and Larry Sweeney's going to be putting a stop to him escaping through the door, Nigel might have to stick to pinfall or submission to retain the belt.
That's right.
Up in the trio and Hero.
Hero very confident. Oh, he's going to straddle the top of the cage, trying to climb over it.
Nigel, while being hung upside down, still able to hang on to the leg of Hero.
He knows the belt is in jeopardy.
Pulling up with everything he has. Boot to the face from Hero, and again.
Measures him. Chris Hero charges and connects with the knee of Nigel McGuinness.
Nothing between Hero and the door.
He's crawling toward the door. It's wide open. Both feet much touch the floor, and Nigel grabs hold of the leg of Hero to prevent him from escaping the cage.
Hero hanging onto the cage, trying to get some leverage to pull away from McGuinness, but he can't do it. Nigel again drags him back to the ring.
Control with a chair in hand, sliding the chair inside the cage.
It's again very close. He's hanging.
Nigel holding onto that leg for dear life.
Hero's got that chair.
Oh no, he's going to use that chair to do more damage to the knee of Nigel McGuinness.
Had the chair draped right over the knee and stomped down right on top of the chair. That might be it for Nigel.
Hero looking to do more damage with this chair. Has the leg trapped inside the chair. Hero trying to get him in proper position to do as much damage as he can.
Nigel almost helpless. Senton on the chair.
I don't know if Nigel McGuinness is going to be able to walk after this match is over with, much less walk away with the belt. And Hero going to try to climb out of the cage now after all that damage was done to the knee of Nigel McGuinness, but he's back up.
Damn it! What'd you guys tell me? Tried to tell you.
Grabbing hold of the leg of Chris Hero once again.
Nigel just going on adrenaline here. He knew Hero was very close and he just willed himself back to his feet. He was able to stop Hero from escaping one more time. But that leg of McGuinness is in big trouble.
They're going to do more damage with the chair. Chris Hero sets it up. Grabs hold of the leg of McGuinness. Half crab from Chris Hero, now using the chair for some extra leverage. Sitting down on the chair, holding out of the half crab.
Nigel might have to tap here.
Todd Sinclair right in there in case Nigel has to give it up.
Nowhere for Nigel to go here.
He needs to try to free himself from this position. Trying to use his strength to free himself. The chair is out of the predicament now. Tossed aside, but Hero still with hold of the leg. He kicks him away.
Hero now just stalking Nigel.
Pay attention to me!
Taunting the crowd.
Telling him to pay attention to him and not Bobby Dempsey at ringside. But Chris Hero needs to stay focused on his opponent. He's giving Nigel some time to try to shake some life into that leg.
He may have had a good chance to escape the cage right there. Instead, chose to scream at the fans.
Standing on top of the chair and into the cravat.
A little extra leverage for Chris Hero there.
Nigel escapes though. European uppercut. And drives Hero face first into the seat of the steel chair. Nigel still favoring that knee after all the damage done. And some encouragement now from Sweet and Sour Incorporated at ringside for Chris Hero.
Got Hero by the hair. Face first into the cage. Hero's busted open.
Basically out on his feet. Once more, head first into the cage.
Times are just waiting for Hero. Lariat! Couldn't put him away.
Only two. And again, he can't utilize the spring off the ropes for the jawbreaker lariat to get more momentum. But maybe enough lariats will keep Chris Hero down. The blood pouring out of his head. He's not getting up. And this could give Nigel the opportunity to climb over the cage and reach the floor to retain the belt.
Nigel still favoring that leg though. Very gingerly trying to climb the cage. Hero able to make it back to his feet. Trying to put a stop to McGuinness. Headbutt from Hero.
Now standing on the throat of Chris Hero. Shot right to the leg of McGuinness by Hero. Forearm shot as well. And again. Trying to pull Nigel down. Has him in a seated position on the top rope. And drives him down with the cravat. Only gets two though.
Nigel somehow able to get that shoulder off the canvas, and Larry Sweeney is livid on the outside.
Both of these competitors feeling the effects Hero losing a lot of blood.
That's causing him problems with balance. I don't know if I'd want to try and climb at this point. Maybe better off going for the door, but instinct alone, he saw he was in that corner. He's trying to climb.
Nigel's back up. Grabs hold of the leg of Hero once again.
We're trying to get away from Nigel if at all possible. Right in the center. Nigel just hanging on to the pants of Hero. Kicking away. Down goes Nigel.
Hero standing in the middle of the top rope. Another boot sends Nigel down. And Hero loses his balance and crushes himself on the top rope.
Yeah, the loss of blood causing problems with the balance and equilibrium of Hero.
Nigel with the chair in place. Tower of London possibly.
Tower of London on a chair.
Hero looks to be out, but Nigel's so worn down himself. Perhaps trying to make it toward the door.
He's very close to the door. Referee Paul Turner opens it.
Trying to inch his way toward the door to escape the cage and retain the ROH World title. But there's Take Tolan right by the door. Nigel trying to crawl through that door to win this matchup and overcome Chris Hero.
Nigel's close. Sweeney just hit him in the head with the door.
Unbelievable. That's why Sweet and Sour Incorporated. I was going to say, that's why Sweet and Sour Incorporated shouldn't be at ringside, and now they're not going to be at ringside. Ejected by Paul Turner.
Great job by Paul Turner, but the damage has been done. Nigel McGuinness flat on his back. The cage door slammed in the head. You see the blood pouring out of the face of Chris Hero as he looks and sees no one left from Sweet and Sour at ringside, but a pro Nigel McGuinness laying between him and the door and the ROH World title.
Well, this is the way it should be. One-on-one for the world title. Hero looking to climb out of the cage to win the belt as Nigel is down, but Nigel back to his feet. Grabs hold of Hero. Hero kicks him away. Oh, Chris Hero, if he can touch the floor, he's got this one.
He just has to drop to the floor and he's got it. Nigel hanging on.
Nigel trying to prevent Chris Hero from dropping to the floor. He's got him up on the top of the cage.
Hero trying to fight him off. Shots to the midsection.
McGuinness with Chris Hero has the head trapped, pounding away on the back. Maybe looking for a superplex.
Superplex from McGuinness.
Hero goes crashing down to the canvas, but so much has been taken out of Nigel as well. Expression of pain on the face of Hero as the blood continues to flow out of his head. Nigel trying to crawl toward the door. And Larry Sweeney and Take Tolan, they were ejected from ringside, but
They distracted the ref and Bobby Dempsey's coming from the other side.
they're in the front row with Bobby Dempsey with the cage door. Nigel crawling toward the door. Bobby Dempsey with it in hand.
Oh, they're going to hit him. He's going to hit him in the head again.
the guardrail. Toland preventing Nigel from escaping the cage.
Nigel fighting with everything he's got, trying to kick that door open, but Toland's holding it shut tight.
Nigel to his feet, inside the cage, limping, but still on his feet. He's going to try to escape the cage, over the top and to the floor on the other side, as Hero is on his back. Toland encouraging Hero to come to the door.
Hero sees the door open. McGuinness is on the top. Hero's calling towards the door.
Who's going to win this match? It's a race for who's going to hit the floor first.
McGuinness is over the cage. Hero's out the door.
It's Nigel McGuinness.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here tonight in Dayton. We will see you tomorrow night in Chicago, where it will be Nigel McGuinness versus Roderick Strong for the ROH World title, plus a whole lot more.